Hey class, I'm here to do my speech on how to make tacos. I'm hunched over right now because I just had knee surgery, so it hurts to stand up, but here I am. I'm going to show you a step-by-step on how to make tacos. I figured that this would be a perfect time for anybody that didn't know how to make them. The first step for me is always washing my hands before I mess with food. Germs are awful, so best to do it. There's some things that I, already had done to avoid, going over my time on this video. The first step after washing your hands would be washing the vegetables, washing all your produce. According to the CDC, there's tons of bacteria. There's E. coli, salmonella, so they said the first best thing to do to eat vegetables is to cook them. Second best is washing them under running water, which is what I did. So after that, I started my meat. You wanna brown your meat and get it up to 160 degrees to make sure you kill anything in that also. According to the USDA, you still have to worry about like E. coli, and there's other stuff, but 160 degrees will kill it. So I did that. After I got it to the temp that I wanted, I drained it, and then in a strainer over the sink, and then I put it back in the frying pan, and then I added a cup of water and then a quarter cup of the seasoning to my pound of ground beef. I stirred that in really well, and then you gotta let it simmer for about 10 minutes. After that, after I got done with my meat, I chopped up my vegetables. I didn't have to worry about the lettuce, the cheese, or the jalapenos. The only thing I had to chop up was my tomatoes and my green peppers, or green onions, excuse me. There's tons of different ways to make tacos. Everybody has their preferences, but this is what I enjoy. So this is how I did it. I also have the taco shells. With those, you don't have to bake them. I like them baked. So you gotta preheat the oven at 325, and then once it's preheated, you stick them in there for like 5 minutes. Pretty easy. And then, yeah, I guess the next step is to stuff them. I always start off with the meat because it's the heaviest. And then after the meat, I usually do the cheese just because the meat's hot and I like my cheese melted. After the cheese, I usually do the lettuce. Followed by the tomatoes. Then the green onion. A little bit of jalapeno. Then I like to top it off with some sour cream. And then they're ready to eat. And then usually after all of this, there's a gigantic mess. So after you eat your tacos, you gotta worry about that mess in the kitchen. So I guess that's the last step. Thank you for joining my tutorial on how to make tacos. I hope you enjoyed it.